Oh, this is going to be really interesting. Again, we're not really fully stable here. Oh boy. Just classic. Classic. Alright. Here we go. Let's get serious. Let's get serious. Alright. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Rockintheboatreactions. Gretchen here. You guys are gonna get real sick of seeing me. I know you're missing seeing Chris out on the kayak, but don't worry, eventually we'll get there. But in the meantime, you're just kind of stuck with me. But he's a lot more entertaining and more fun than I am. Today, I am going to be doing a reaction video to REN's Seven Sins. I'm going into this totally blind. I really don't know anything about it, which is weird because I think it's on the Sick Boy album, right? And I watched the Sick Boy live at Dead Wax when he did the live premiere back in March. I actually watched that, but I don't remember this song at all. I was busy, I think, reading the live chat, and I wasn't paying a lot of attention to some of the songs. There was a couple of them, but anyway. So this is going to be me going in, again, totally blind, and so we'll just see how it goes. I have no idea what to expect, if it's going to be another like emotional roller coaster, like I just got done doing the reaction to the song Suicide. That was heavy and a lot, and just by the name Seven Sins, I have a feeling that it could possibly be a lot, so we'll see. Alright, here we go. Let's get started on REN Seven Sins. Alright, okay, I can't just let that go. I'm gonna have to write that down and translate that, because I have a feeling that's like Welsh or something, or I don't know, Celtic. I don't speak that language, so this is where my type A personality is a real curse. I'm like, okay, I can't just let that go. I gotta know what that says. REN. Okay. So now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to stop screen recording, and I'm going to have to Google that. Back over to the video. Yikes, what a unstable setup. Holy Toledo. Yikes. Okay. Alright, let's just roll back to the beginning and let's just restart screen recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Alright, so we're starting over screen recording. I had to translate the Celtic, I think it was, to English, because I can't just let that slide. I gotta know what that said. So, here we go. Oh. missed the first couple of words. Salwick, shoot a boot. I gotta go back. SALWCH. Okay. Stop screen recording again. Okay. Solid. Okay, that was important. Those two words were important. I'm glad I looked that up. I mean, I hope that's the only translation I need. Otherwise, this is going to be a forever video. All right. But you know what? We'll do whatever we need to do. Okay, now back to screen recording in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's try this one more time. All right. I don't know how I'm going to approach this. Now I feel all chaotic. All right, here we go. Okay, so before we get rolling in that, okay, so hearing that one more time. Okay, so it said, illness is my teacher. He broke my smile. My bones are feeling old. Here lies Ren's body. And then the RIP headstone. So, boy, we're starting out in just a bright, cheery place. Damn it, Ren. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's continue on. Ooh, that was a 666 it looked like. Sick boy.
I lay broken on the kitchen floor. I clawed at the laminate. Pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest. Bones of a home where the devil could rest. I cursed the gods, cursed my messiah, cursed my maker. I cursed all of creation. There I lay, feeble and thin. Sick boy, seven my sins. Have you ever felt pain? Stomach wrenching, unrelenting town.
Okay, I don't even know where to start other than back to the beginning again, because, wow. So I lay on the floor, on the kitchen floor, clawing at the laminate. Yeah, you know what, guys, forgive me. I'm going back. I'm sorry. All right.
I lay broken on the kitchen floor. I clawed at the laminate. Pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest. Bones of a home where the devil could rest. I cursed the gods, cursed my messiah, cursed my maker. I cursed all of creation. There I lay, feeble and thin. Sick boy, seven my sins. Have you...
All right, so, yeah. There was a time when he had said that, you know, he didn't know if he was going to survive his illness, and this is like, could have been written right in the thick of that, because he's painting a clear message here, that he's writhing in pain. The devil is settled in his bones. Cursing my Messiah, cursing the Creator, where are you? You know, why are you leaving me in this position? What did I do to deserve this? And I know I probably say this in every video, but one of the reasons why we do REN's material is because of how much we can relate to it. And I don't want to make this about me, but man, I get that, because I can't tell you how many times over the years, especially over the, I don't know, last 15 years, some days unable to get out of bed. Lupus just ravages you some days, and you just can't function. Getting out of bed is a chore. Showering, forget about it. Some days are just like, why me? I mean, today happens to be a day where I'm having to wear a bunch of copper stuff because my hands are hurting, my elbows are hurting, my bones are hurting. And so, dude, like, the devil's in my bones, and I don't believe that I've been abandoned by my creator, but it does make one go like, really? Can you challenge me anymore here? All right, okay, let's back up a skosh, where the devil could rest.
Breath. I cursed the gods, cursed my messiah, cursed my maker. I cursed all of creation. There I lay, feeble and thin. Sick boy, seven my sin. Have you ever felt pain? Stomach wrenching, unrelenting. Tell me, have you ever felt pain?
Yes.
Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. They'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallax. Pain. Pain.
Small message of hope in there, though, with a rose arises through the cracks. So you have, all this stuff wrong with you, and yet there's a glimmer of hope, and there's this beautiful thing that's growing out of the ugliness and the hurt and the pain. And ultimately, what that thing is his music, is his career. And man, pain is a real pain. That's all okay. It's not about me, it's about the song.
Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. They'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallax. Pain. Pain the author, I accept this. Pain the teacher, bruised apprentice. Pain resisting, pain will come. Pain the mother, I'm the son. Pain that splits you, and too many hits you. The dark and the light will converge to one. Pain that twists you, the heavens dismiss you. The Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body bags, body bags.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of stuff that's you have your body with these two things merging into one. You have dark and light, you have pain, and you have some hope. Ren, dude. Okay, this was I thought suicide was bad.
Body bagging me,
right.
Zip it up quick, get their things on B. I search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy on a matapia. Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Grass isn't greener. Bright light seizure, dynamite dealer. Dine at the table of the coroner, E-top for 13 years and I've been feeling so stuck. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Empires tumble, rubble and dust. The universe shrinks and the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he...
I do want to say one thing there, that they will dismiss you, the Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Boy, it feels that way. It feels that way, but it's not true. Life was never meant to be easy for humans, and, religious or not religious, believe in God or don't believe in God, it's, that's free will. We have free will as humans. and sometimes it's hard to make sense of why things happen to certain people. But I don't feel like I've been forsaken or dismissed. I feel like I'm being challenged for a reason, and it's my job to figure that out and to create as positive of a message as I can out of what my circumstances are. And ultimately, I believe that he's doing the same thing with his music and his message that he gives to us, that he gives to the world. He tries to turn his experience into something positive, into a positive message, and that's just what we try to do.
Coroner E top 13 years and I've been feeling so stark. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Empires tumble, rubble and dust. The universe shrinks and the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest, a bed where I'm always depressed, a bed with the human oppressed, a bed for a tomb where I slept, a bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy bitten by a tick, boy, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks, boy, pain is a gift, boy, hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees. And I kneel at the altar of my own disease.
Oh man, oh wow, damn you, Ren. God dang it. My bed's one of the most comfortable places on the planet, and I hate that freaking thing. I hate the days when I have to just stay in it, even though it's comfortable. Ugh.
Sick boy bitten
No words.
by a tick, boy, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks, boy, pain is a gift, boy, hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees. And I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg the sky for mercy, mercy never came. I did me dirty, 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future stays uncertain. Surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wings.
Surgeon's incision, murder, ambition. It's a little ironic, given that I'm a doctor and my ambitions in my career were surgically excised from my life. I can't.
Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wings, seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix. Thick skin, stay humble Kendrick. Stay skeptic, check the biometrics. Bloodstained crime scene forensic. Lights on, lights out. Fade into the background. So down, running from the silhouette of self-doubt. By now, really should have figured this shit out. Lights on, lights out. Smackdown. Let it be, quote John Lennon. Click-clack, John got shot for attention. What does that tell you about the good of intentions? Bitterness formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Mahatma, or dead. 6-6 followed by 6 and 7. Build and praise and bury them dead. I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous, half is down and half a gram. Half those troubles and
Read all the names of the different famous people, artists, and whoever, and we as humans build these people up to this level that puts so much pressure on them, I'm sure, and they have to perform to a certain level. They feel the pressure to maintain their fame or their art for us, and that's a curse to them. A lot of them can't handle the fame, or they can't handle the pressure, or they have so much work that they have to do that then they start relying on drugs, which then sends you on a spiral. And so, I mean, it's almost not worth it. It's almost not worth it, right? Like your expectations are so high. How do you continue to meet those expectations of the people who are your fans?
What does that tell you about the good of intentions? Bitterness formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Muhammad, or dead. 6-6 followed by 6 and 7. Build them, praise them, bury them dead. I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous, half is down and half a gram. Half those troubles and thoughts stay darker than Urukai master plan. Sharper than glass shard, splinter and cinnamon. Irony could kill a man. He makes money when the music lands. Expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan. Followed by 7 whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride. Pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. Sin 2, lust. Lust makes the grass look greener, crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony. Humans consume and consume. Planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth. Rinse and repeat, reruns, repeat, time lost. Sin 5, envy. That's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath. Sin 7, greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need and take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. Still we feed and we feed and we sleep and repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the
We exile the shepherds and we follow the sheep. I'm going to go back a little bit here through the 7 sins. Oh, I don't know where I am. Yeah.
sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride. Pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. Sin 2, lust. Lust makes the grass look greener, crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony. Humans consume and consume. Planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth. Rinse and repeat, reruns, repeat, time lost. Sin 5, envy. That's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath. Sin 7, greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need and take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. Still we feed and we feed and we sleep and repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. We inherit the meat. We inherit this world that we bruise and we beat. We inherit this vanity, so cause of creeds. Inherit the liars, the murderous thieves. One sin for every one day of the week.
Oh. Man. And I thought the hardest thing of this song would be translating from Celtic to English the first few lyrics. The illness is my teacher, he broke my smile, my bones are feeling old, here lies Ren's body. I mean, we go through lying on the kitchen floor, scratching at the laminate. Pain, do you know what pain? Do you ever feel pain? And then being dismissed by your creator, and all the things that we're taught as we go through life. He says, illness is my teacher. Well, then at one point he said the teacher, the the apprentice is bruised or something like that. If illness is the teacher and he left the apprentice bruised, I don't even know, guys. I mean, I'm just snuggle with my puppy dog here for a second. This is our late puppy dog. Unfortunately, we lost him last year, but he's still my little man. He's still my support system. You know, the 666 going into 7, the 666 being the sign of the devil, and then the 7 sins. And we are as humans, we are bound to send ourselves into our own form of Armageddon. Like, it's just almost inevitable. And it doesn't matter what the driving force is, whether it's you have a chronic illness and a pain condition that is undertreated or untreated or whatever, and you almost go into self-destruct mode in trying to deal with that. Whether that be you try to deal with your pain, if you can't get medical care and the doctors won't take you seriously, do you turn to some kind of a street drug for use? Do you buy oxys off the street? And then you become addicted to that, and then you move on to heroin. I mean, that's a spiral type of a thing. Do you have some other form, like alcohol, some form of a vice that, when used sparingly, can be okay, but then you can take it over the edge and fall off the cliff, and, like, you know, putting the noose around the neck and they fall off the cliff, and the angels wept, and he was talking about God doing that, and having a hard time wrapping my head around exactly that particular phrase. But you're almost certain to end up going through the 7 sins yourself. You're gonna become a glutton. You're going to be envious. You're going to you're gonna have a sloth period. You're going to I don't even know. Well, my brain has lost track. But the last one being greed, I don't think is, I mean, I feel like that's clearly on purpose for him to end in greed because of how he feels about, and he's not wrong, about the medical society in general. And, you know, a few weeks ago I had made that video, I made a very long-winded video essentially to say at the end, as a medical doctor speaking to other doctors, guys, we have to do better. We have to, if we need to tear down how we approach patients in order to get patients help when they need it, then that's what we need to do. If we need to change the way we train young people going through medical school and how to interview a patient and how to interact with a patient, then let's do that. Because the current system and the current way that we do it isn't working. And I feel very strongly about that fact. And greed is really the root of all evil. It really is. And 7 sins, oh, Ren, I'm not even going back into the lyrics of the being oppressed and being in bed. Like, I'm going to block that part out. This is a great song. He's just a genius. Man, he can elicit some emotions. Gosh dang it, can elicit some emotions. I probably am butchering the reaction to this video. This is probably not remotely what you guys want to see, but oh, it's just my raw reaction. It's my raw emotions, my raw reaction. Holy Toledo. I think I'm gonna go take a nap. You wanna go take a nap, Crispy? You wanna go lay down and go to bed? All right, guys. You know what? I'm still gonna do our sign off. Everybody have a great day. Smile. Just because, you know, fuck it, smile. What else are you gonna do? And make somebody else's day brighter because they had an interaction with you. And I cannot wait for the next video, whatever that may be. My mind's gonna be blown, I'm sure. All right, guys, love ya. Stay tuned for more reactions. I'll try to cry less on the next video. All right, take care, everybody. I don't know, buddy. What do you think? What do you think, buddy? Was that terrible? Holy crap. I'm going to have to recover for like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Wow.